The South Winneshiek Coach Conversation brought to you by Dave's Collision Shop and Becker Hardware. We're with Warrior Coach Jason Ohrt. You went down to Bellevue last week. Looked like a pretty entertaining ball game, but Bellevue ended up getting in the end 42-28 with the 2 touchdowns in the fourth quarter after the game was tied heading into the fourth. What were the takeaways from last Friday, Coach?
We were able to establish our ground game, execute the game plan very well. We had, 60 carries, over 330 yards rushing. And really, when we had the ball offensively, we were really able to grind and do what we wanted to do. And we had some explosive runs, a lot of keeps and pitches that went for good yards when they were being a little bit more aggressive with the dive. And our kids blocked well. We had 2 really unfortunate injuries throughout the course of the night. We lost, Parker Temp early on, and that really hurt us more on defense probably than anything else. So we were able to get great production out of a freshman fullback, Kyle Kabosik, and then Keegan Streeter stepped it up and did a few extra things for us offensively too. Brady Ohrt made really good decisions most of the night, on the option, and I really felt good going through the contest. And we lose our center in going into the fourth quarter, and it just we kind of struggled trying to figure out how to get the offensive line in place from there. And Bellevue took advantage of that. We had opportunity to tie the game. We were driving down 35-28. We took a really bad sack, had missed protection, and Bellevue took it from there. So it was a tough night. Kids played absolutely hard, and couldn't say enough good things about our kids and how they responded to the adversity throughout the game, but we just fell short.
I know no one wants to use the injury thing as an excuse, but when the number situation is what it is with you guys, everyone likes to have the mantra of next man in, but sometimes that next man in just isn't at the level of the guy that you end up losing. Is that a fair statement?
Yeah, Darren, it is. And we're at the point of the season now where, we're going into the last week, and we don't have a lot of kids left. We've got quite a few kids on the sidelines. We've got 4 or 5 in crutches. We have a few with some head trauma issues, and it's been rough. It's been rough. We've done the best that we can each week to go out there and compete at a high level. And I feel like our football team has gotten so much better as the season's gone on. We're seeing a lot of growth, in particular with our freshmen and sophomores, and even our juniors that have some experience coming into the season. They're really blossoming, and it's going to transition well for them into their senior year.
In what specific ways have you seen that growth and that improvement overall with your team?
I think just consistency in what we're trying to do on offense and special teams. Defensively, the hardest part for us is we've got some ability on defense. Well, it's young, but we have some ability on defense. I think the hardest part for us is piecing together everything from a week-to-week basis with all the different style of offenses we're playing. And so some of our kids, they're going to excel in certain areas, and then in certain areas they just need more improvement. They just need more time in the weight room and to grow up a little bit. And so that's been kind of where we're struggling a little bit more on the defensive side than on offense right now.
And also on defense, especially, you've been forced to place a lot of freshmen and sophomores. And reality is a freshman or sophomore in high school isn't going to be as physically big as a junior or a senior. And that's nothing you can do about that, except that's just how biology works at times.
Yeah, Darren, there's one freshman that that we've had in our program in the 16, 17 years I've been at South Winn, prior to this year, that we were starting both ways. And you might recall this name. That was Jordan Romus.
He was pretty decent.
He was pretty good. and we've got 3 of them right now starting both ways. So it's different for us. It's a new reality that we're in. The kids that we have that are being put in those positions, I can't say enough good things about. They're outstanding young men, and they're going to be great football players. They're just going through some growing pains right now.
And this week, a very tough test to close out the regular season as you take on East Buchanan. What do you expect out of East Buck Friday night?
Probably our most physical contest since North Fayette week one. You know, we've had some physical games. Wapsie Valley gave us a really strong physical game a couple weeks ago. This team is big. Their backs are big. They've got a special talent on the offensive line. The Iowa recruit Cody Fox. They're just going to be there. There's no guessing what they're going to bring to the table. We know what they're going to do. It's a matter of can we stand toe to toe, try to make some things happen, create some negative plays on first and second down. That's going to be critical for us. We've been able to do that a little bit this year. I think if we can make them a little bit uncomfortable and get them in passing situations, we're going to be able to stay competitive in the game. We're just going to have to lean on our offense a little bit more this week, though, too, because there's things that we're doing really well right now that are going to give them some problems that they haven't seen all year until they play us. So, we're just going to try and take advantage of that and try and stay in a competitive ball game.
And I know you're getting ready for a specific opponent, but a lot of your focus has just been on yourself and how you're going to get better and going to get improved and everything like that, independent of how you match up against East Buchanan. What do you want to see out of your guys Friday night?
Just their best effort. And the effort, Darren, last Friday was incredible. Our kids really blossomed in that play, winner, kind of that winner go home type scenario. We knew going into Bellevue that the winner was going to be pretty much a guaranteed lock for the playoffs, and the loser wasn't. And so if we can match that intensity and that energy for 4 quarters, we're going to play a competitive game.
All right, Coach, hopefully you can end the season in the right way Friday night. Keep your guys healthy. We wish you best of luck.
All right. Thank you for the coverage this year, Darren.
The South Winn Coach Conversation brought to you by Becker Hardware and Dave's Collision Shop.